So we are 5 months into GameCube Online, and I've got to say that so far it has been rather underwhelming. This right here is the entire list of games available after 5 months. Now, I'm not saying that this is a bad selection of games, we have quite a lot going on here, but there's just so many more titles that could be added right now that they're just not adding. When this whole Nintendo Switch Online thing was started and we had NES games, people were kind of pissed off, and rightfully so. I mean, you went from free online, that was mediocre online, but it was free so it didn't really matter, to that same exact quality of online being now a paid service. But fast forward 7 years and you are seeing a lot of people buy Switch Online, not for the online itself, but for the perks you get out of it. As far as annual paid services goes, Nintendo has easily got it on top. And even then, it's pretty cheap monthly. For $20 a year, you get NES, SNES, Game Boy games, and then for $30 more, making it $50 a year, you get the addition of Game Boy Advance games, N64 games, and GameCube games. I would say that NES and SNES is pretty fleshed out. You've added pretty much everything people wanted. Of course, we don't have Mother 3 here in the States, but let's be honest, who likes the idea of playing the game more than actually playing it? Okay, completely off topic, but where I was going with that is that other game systems online, such as N64, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, I'd even say Game Boy to an extent, have so many more games they can add. And weirdly enough, I feel like the launches of those onlines were so much better than this. I think it's the fact that this library of games on the GameCube is so exciting that I just can't help but want everything to be released right now. I put a lot of my games from my GameCube collection. I just want to show you all the games that just aren't on online yet that really should be here. Wave Race Blue Storm, a launch title for the GameCube, not on here for some reason. It would be freaking awesome to see a game like Four Swords Adventure on the console, especially considering that we have the option to play online over here. Imagine playing this game with all your buddies. Mario Sunshine is a huge one. Matter of fact, the sound effects where when you get the GameCube online controller are Mario Sunshine. And even the CRT filter icon is from Mario Sunshine, so where's that? Mario Kart freaking Double Dash. This would also be a great game to play with other people. Imagine getting all the Switches together and playing this game like LAN party style. I also like the battle mode in this. Pokemon XD Gales of Darkness, they already confirmed this with the trailer for GameCube Online. It was one of the games shown like, oh, more to come. But it's not here, and I'm kind of surprised that they're adding something like this, but not like Pokemon Red and Blue or Ruby and Sapphire, but whatever. Probably because Pokemon as an entire franchise just never wants to do things right. Donkey Konga. Of course, I do question the quality of the game, but did you see what they did with Mario Paint earlier? That was cool. We know that being a first-party game is not a limitation for the GameCube Online games, as we have Soul Calibur 2 made by Bandai Namco, so that just opens to so many more possibilities. And while I say all this, I do understand the idea of wanting to sort of get this out slowly so that people are always having something to look forward to with the service. But I think that poses two problems. Number one, it leads to people being impatient and dissatisfied, which leads to number two, which is that they go out of their way to pirate it. I mean, when you sail the 7 seas, you have access to literally any game you want. And Nintendo has to realize that the ease of access of a lot of games like this with the Switch Online service is the reason why they are not pirating it. If you're going to hold back so many bangers, don't get surprised when people go out of their way to play it themselves on their computer, probably with 1080p, 120 FPS. There are some people out there, including myself, that like to play on the official hardware, or by official means. And when you're taking too long with this, me and so many other people are just going to go sail the 7 seas. I'm not saying that the release format isn't at least a little bit exciting, like what game's going to be added next, but I think they're taking way too long with what they're releasing. Not to mention that the stuff we've gotten so far has literally just been a handful of stuff. Games like Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, Soul Calibur 2. I had the chance to play all these when the service originally launched. Had fun with all of them. Why not go all out and release like 10 of them? This service should not be on the same level as Switch and Switch 2 where you're just casually releasing them. These games are all on the console. We know what they are, so just release them. Let us have some damn fun, and just maybe the perception of the Switch 2 might change a little bit if you just release all the GameCube stuff and really put some value on it. Again, people can just pirate it. No one wants to buy the actual copies of the game because they're too damn expensive. What you have here is the literal official way to play it, the way that you want people to do it, and you are taking forever. So it's why when we're 5 months in and this is all we see, it's a bit underwhelming, knowing that there are so many other games out there that could be on this thing right now. And so I asked the question, where will this service be after the first anniversary of it in June of 2026? Of course, there are things I do like about this service so far. Of course, we got the GameCube online controller. I absolutely love this thing. I do find it a little interesting because GameCube controllers are so worn out over the years that they now have this like glossy, smooth surface. When in reality, I'm pretty sure that this is the original surface it had, not as smooth and shiny. I did mention just a little bit of it earlier, but we have ways to play split screen as well as playing with friends online. That's awesome. You also have a CRT filter, which I actually prefer over, the detailed pixels of modern TV screens. It makes it feel like it's how it's supposed to be, if that makes any sense. You can also access the version from North America as well as Europe. This is definitely important because some versions of the games from across different continents have different features, such as Luigi's Mansion. But yeah, that's about all I have for today. Again, I like the idea of GameCube Online, but there just needs to be so much more done with it than there actually is being done with it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!